Good evening, basketball faithful, and welcome back to the only place where the rumors hit harder than a freight train. You know, it's truly astounding, isn't it? The NBA offseason barely kicks off, and yet the whispers are already forming a deafening roar. And today, we're diving into a secret that's so poorly kept, even my grandma probably knows it. The Los Angeles Lakers will trade for a center this offseason. It's not just a possibility. It's an absolute necessity. Their postseason fizzle screamed, no. It bellowed for a physical presence, for a rim protection that simply vanished when it mattered most. It was a glaring hole, a gaping wound in their championship aspirations. So, the question isn't if they'll get a big man, but who? And what if I told you the name currently swirling around the rumor mill is not just any big man, but player explicitly favored by none other than King James himself? Are you ready for a potential move that could shake up the Lakers' frontcourt, or is this just another desperate attempt to patch a sinking ship? The Lakers' dire need for a big man. Let's be brutally honest about the Lakers' situation. General Manager Rob Pelinka has essentially painted "Find a center" on the whiteboard in bold, flashing letters. Their downfall in the playoffs was as clear as day, a severe lack of true rim protection and a physical interior presence. Opposing teams attacked the paint with impunity, and the Lakers simply had no answer. It was a frustrating, almost maddening sight for fans who watched their team get outmuscled and outworked down low. This isn't just a priority for Pelinka, it's the priority. The challenge, however, is as old as time for the storied franchise: their salary cap situation. Forget about making any earth-shattering moves in free agency this summer. Their hands are tied. They can only sign lower-level free agents, essentially filling out the fringes of the roster with veteran minimum contracts. Any legitimate needle-moving addition, any big splash, as they say, has to come via the trade market. It's the only path forward for significant roster upgrades. And frankly, to truly feel confident about their frontcourt depth, the Lakers probably need to add not one but two quality centers. They need options, versatility, and most importantly, bodies. Jonas Valanciunas, a familiar and LeBron-approved target. So, who is this center, this beacon of hope for the Lakers? It's none other than Jonas Valanciunas of the Sacramento Kings. Now, for those of you with a keen memory, this isn't the first time Valanciunas' name has been whispered in the same breath as the purple and gold. Last offseason, reports surfaced that the Lakers were indeed interested in the Lithuanian bruiser. And here's the kicker, the piece of information that makes this rumor particularly compelling. LeBron James himself was reportedly willing to take a pay cut to bring Valanciunas to Los Angeles. A pay cut for a center? That tells you everything you need to know about how much LeBron values a true, bruising, old-school big man who can rebound and score in the paint. Valanciunas, however, ultimately ended up signing a 3-year, $30 million contract with the Washington Wizards. He then found himself on the move again at the trade deadline, landing in Sacramento, where he embraced a role as the backup center behind Domantas Sabonis. He still has 2 more years left on that contract, making him an appealing trade target for teams looking for veteran stability without breaking the bank. Now, let's be realistic here. At this stage of his career, Valanciunas isn't a starting caliber big man in the modern, fast-paced NBA. His foot speed, while better than some give him credit for, can still be a liability on the defensive end, particularly against quicker pick-and-roll attacks. But here's why he's still such a compelling fit for the Lakers. He would be a good, even great, addition to Los Angeles as a big body who brings consistent scoring, relentless rebounding, and much-needed physicality off the bench. He provides that crucial interior presence, a genuine rim protector, and a solid screen setter. This isn't about acquiring an all-star. It's about acquiring a reliable veteran role player who directly addresses a glaring weakness. The proposed trade: Lakers get size, Kings get versatility. So, how would the Lakers pull off this move to acquire their LeBron-approved big man? The proposed trade scenario sees the Lakers sending Jarred Vanderbilt to the Sacramento Kings in exchange for Jonas Valanciunas. Let's break down this intriguing exchange. Los Angeles Lakers receive Jonas Valanciunas. Sacramento Kings receive Jarred Vanderbilt. Now, for the Lakers, the immediate benefit is obvious. They get the size, the rebounding, and physicality they desperately crave. Valanciunas brings a consistent post-up game, a reliable pick-and-roll threat, and a true presence on the boards. He's the kind of player who can punish smaller lineups and provide valuable minutes against opposing centers. The Vanderbilt factor, a new home for Vondo. On the other side of the ledger, the Kings would acquire Jarred Vanderbilt. Vondo is younger than Valanciunas and certainly possesses some intriguing upside, particularly with his defensive versatility and boundless, infectious energy. He's a multi-positional defender who can disrupt passing lanes and guard across the perimeter. However, and this is the crucial point for the Lakers, Vanderbilt has simply not been a seamless fit in Los Angeles. His significant lack of consistent shooting and offensive creation has, at times, severely hampered the Lakers' offensive spacing. When you have ball-dominant superstars like LeBron James and Luka Doncic, who's now officially a Laker, a move that still blows my mind. You need complementary players who can hit open shots and provide floor spacing. Vanderbilt's offensive limitations have created significant challenges for the Lakers' star-heavy attack. But in Sacramento, these issues might be far less of concern. The Kings boast an abundance of offensive firepower and creation between Domantas Sabonis, De'Aaron Fox, assuming his health and retention, and potential additional pieces like DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine, or Malik Monk. They don't necessarily need Vanderbilt to be a consistent offensive threat. What they do need is defense, versatility, and athleticism. Vanderbilt can step in and act as a genuine defensive specialist, capable of guarding multiple positions and providing crucial energy and athleticism on that end of the floor. He could be an incredibly valuable role player for a Kings team that, while offensively gifted, often yearns for more defensive tenacity. The bottom line, a worthy gamble for the Lakers. Now, let's be absolutely clear. Jonas Valanciunas is not a magic wand. He won't solve every single one of the Lakers' problems. As we discussed, he's slow-footed and can be a defensive liability against quicker, more perimeter-oriented offensive schemes. His struggles in pick-and-roll defense are well documented and can be exploited. However, in short, impactful spurts, particularly against opposing bench units, he can be incredibly effective. He's a physical force who can dominate the glass, set bone-jarring screens, and score efficiently in the low post. He's a veteran presence who understands his role and won't demand a high usage rate. Considering how little consistent offensive production the Lakers have gotten out of Jarred Vanderbilt, and given their undeniable, desperate need for size and physicality, this would be a worthy gamble. They shed a player whose fit has been questionable and acquire a veteran big man who directly addresses a clear, immediate need, and one that LeBron James himself seems to openly admire. It's a low-risk, high-reward move that could significantly bolster their front-court depth and provide that crucial physical presence they so sorely missed in the postseason. Will it transform them into instant title favorites? Probably not on its own, but it's a smart, calculated step in the right direction, a move that signals their unwavering intent to be a more formidable force in the paint. All right, Lakers Nation, it's time to weigh in. Is Jonas Valanciunas the answer to your prayers for a more physical front court? And do you think trading Jarred Vanderbilt to Sacramento makes sense for both sides in the scenario? Unleash all your thoughts, your predictions, and even your wildest theories in the comments section below. We are absolutely glued to your insights. And if you were captivated by this deep dive into a potentially game-changing trade, please do us a huge favor. Smash that like button and make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Your incredible support is what keeps us going and allows us to bring you all the hottest news and most compelling analysis in the wild, unpredictable world of the NBA. Don't miss a beat.